I think a lot of the questions about dysautonomia and just that overall sense of regulation of the body, those come over time. And it's again that piece of prognostic awareness that a lot of people don't know at the beginning what to expect. And so they've been told about things like seizures. They've been told about problems with talking and walking and the kind of the motor movement piece of this. But it's important, in my opinion, to plant seeds at the very beginning that this can impact other things as well, like the gut and the way that the breathing can be controlled and the way that someone can cough when they have saliva in their mouth, the way that they're able to empty their bladder, all of these things. So you're planting that seed. Those things aren't necessarily rising to the top in those early conversations, but then it gives you something to be touching back in about on an ongoing basis so that it feels like there's less coming out of left field. That's not always possible. Sometimes it's that feeling that every direction there's a wave crashing over you. You know, you thought it was the seizures and you got the seizures under control, and now you were going to be able to tread water for a little while, and then it's the bladder, and then it's the intestines. You know, there's so much complexity to the human body. And the brain, the nervous system, that interaction between all of those other organs and how the sophisticated regulation systems go, a lot of which we don't fully understand, but we do our best to have tests to give us objective data points to try to figure out exactly where the problem might be. A lot of it is things that impact quality of life in other ways. You know, it's maybe medicines that are going to help the gut move a little bit more and then are going to decrease pain, or maybe there is a sense sometimes when the brain is damaged, there's actually a turning up of the volume of the pain regulation response. And so a lot of these children do have more pain in their belly, more pain in their limbs, because that nervous system isn't regulating itself, even with regard to those responses that are coming in and being interpreted, you know, as well as the ones that are trying to be sent back from the brain. And so I think planting those seeds early about the potential that might happen, and then that prognostic awareness over time, saying, I see this problem, you know, and I see you're going to a GI doctor, I see you're going to a lung doctor, I see you're going to these other things. In my wearing my hat as a neurologist, I actually see these all as being interrelated. I see these all as not necessarily only needing treatment from a neurologist. I'm glad you're seeing these other specialists, but I also want to help tie this all together, that when the brain is not healthy, when it's not regulating itself well, we do very commonly see these problems in the GI department, in the lung department, all of these other things. And sometimes that can even, just knowing that these things are all related, can bring additional sadness, but it can also bring additional pieces of clarity to what's going on, and that prognostic awareness piece can build more.